Yo, what's good? Mo, we back. Vlog, I think this vlog number five. Vlog number five. I've been shooting a lot. I'm shooting a lot. Um, just been getting a lot of footage. But today, coming to y'all, today is story time. This is what we doing today, story time. Today I'm gonna just give y'all the full length story behind the brand, behind the name, the logo, the mission statement, just to give y'all full circumference of what this brand is about and what it stands for. Because I believe the message is what sells. And that's what I come to find out looking at and paying attention to different brands. And the two main brands that I pay attention is World and Vision and God is Dope. I pay attention to their blueprint and seeing how they like marketing and just how they put things together and the story and I feel like their whole the whole makeup of the brand is just surrounded by the story. I think that's what attracts everybody to a brand most of the time. Not all the time, because some brands are just by popular demand, by popularity. People are just attracted to brands by popularity. If somebody see it on a famous person, or even if it's just something that just been marketed the right way, people just attracted to it and they just gonna want to go with the fad, like the hottest thing. Excuse me. But today, like I said, we're gonna dive in and I'm gonna just give y'all the breakdown of the story of how I came up with the name J.O.B, Just Over Broke. It started, I was at work, and I still work, by the way, building this brand. I'm still working, just to be able to get to the point where I don't have to work by building this brand. But I was at work at the time. This was just last year, yeah. At the time, I was working for the city. I was driving city buses here in Wichita, driving the city bus, and I was on like a little break or something. I was just brainstorming. I always wanted to do a clothing line. Some people back home, or some people who I was close to, they know that I always was drawing logos, just sketching, just trying to create something. I'm trying to make something happen, but I never like fully went through with any of the ideas or anything that I sketched up or whatnot. It just laid in a pad, in a book pad, notepad. But this particular day, I was at work. Like I said, I was driving, and I stopped for like a little break or something like that. I stopped for like a little break. And I was just thinking, I was just brainstorming, because I was like, dang, like right about this time, I was fed up with that job. I ain't even gonna lie, I was fed up. I was ready to quit. I was like, man, I'm tired of this shit. It took up so much of my time throughout the day, and it was just like, damn, like I don't really have no type of time to really actually do what I want to do. Like, I got so much that I want to do, but it's like I don't have no time. So I was really like stressing about that. I'm like, dang, I gotta figure something out. Like I gotta find an ultimatum, like just to, I mean, even if I find a different job where I have more time to do outside things besides trying to just work 24/7, I was just like, man, I gotta figure something out. But in the midst of that, I was just brainstorming. I was like, dang, I was like, shit, man, like, I was just thinking about job. I'm like, this job. I'm like, this job just taking up so much of my time. Like, it's just like, and then on top of that, like I'm working a lot. You know, I'm making some decent amount of money, but it's still not enough money. Like, and I'm just like, dang, it's just not enough. Like, cause I want to do so much more. So I'm gonna need a lot more at the same time. But I don't want to trade more time to get more money. Like that was my whole thing. Like, and that's still my thing today. I don't want to trade my time for the benefit of another entity or somebody else. Not particularly somebody else, but pertaining to the job, I don't want to trade my time when I could be using that time to focus on something more valuable to me. So I was just in that mode. I was thinking like that. I'm like, dang, like, and I'm like this job. I'm like this job, like, and I'm just over broke, like. And it's just like, it just dawned on me like that. And I'm pretty sure people already have said that before, because I did my research when I thought about it. I thought about the acronym. I'm like, just over broke. I'm like, job, and I'm just like, that makes all the sense in the world. Like, you working for pennies on the dollar. It don't matter how much money you making, you still not making enough. It don't matter what tax bracket you in, you still not making enough. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And I was just like, that's it. I was like, that's it. I was like, just over broke. I was like, that's a clothing line. I'm like, that's something relatable. Like that was my whole thing. Like, I guess throughout my times trying to figure out like a clothing line or a brand that I wanted to actually put out there that was gonna make sense, that I thought that I was thinking like people was gonna gravitate to. I felt like I just didn't have that thing, like that one thing that people would be like, it's relatable. Like, people would be like, dang, like, yeah, like, I understand that, I feel that. And when that acronym came to my mind, I was like, man, that's hella relatable. Like, I know plenty of people. You watching right now, you probably work a job, and you just like, dang, like, man, like, this ain't enough. Like, I need more. And I hate this place, like, oh God, like, and I hate this place, like, cause that's most of the time when we're working a job, we don't like the jobs we working. We working it to pay bills first and foremost, feed our family, of course, and to support habits. If you got habits, you make sure you got a job to support a habit, or you're doing hustling, do something to support a habit. So it's just like, you need a lot of us need a job. I mean, if you're an adult, and if you're a responsible adult, you need a job. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, like a job, and 9 times out of 10 is something that you do not want to do. It's something that you do not like hearing your alarm going off. You gotta slap that motherfucker and say, God damn, I gotta get up, get dressed, and go work for these motherfuckers. You don't like your boss. You don't like your co-workers. You feel me? And if you say you do, you faking it. So it's just like, you know, that all play into this my bad, y'all, but that all play into the whole job world, like the whole working world, the working field. Like, you just gotta put on a smile and go. So it's just like, man, like, I thought of it, I said, man, this is it. Like, this is it right here. Like, and I was like, man, I gotta go full fledged with this. Like, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do it. And as soon as I thought of that, my brain was going like 1,000,000 miles per hour. I was like, oh shit, I just hit the jackpot. Not knowing what all it took to even get to this point where I'm at right now, recording this video and giving y'all content and footage of my journey. Like, not even knowing within a year's time I'll be doing this and actually have this business licensed, trademarked, and I'm pushing forward. I just had the thought, I just had the idea then. I'm just like, man, I gotta go. So like, you know, from there, I'm just like, okay. I'm like, just over broken hell. I'm like, okay. Logo. I'm like, I gotta make a dope logo. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, man, it has to be dope. It has to be something that that's catchy. I was like, it gotta be catchy or whatever. So I sketched up a lot of stuff. Like I got my drawing pad out. I still do sketches or whatnot. So I sketched up a lot of things, and I got multiple logos that I can put out or whatnot. But right now we're focusing on what we focusing on. But that was my next one. I'm like, oh, logo, boom, 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 boom. So let me draw out some stuff. Boom, I was drawing up shit. Goddamn, I had some that I sketched up. I'm like, this ain't it. Like, nah, that ain't it. And so like I was like, man, I want the word job, but I want the letters to be within each other. Like that was my whole thing. I'm like, I gotta find out how to put these letters within each other. Like I want the letters to collide, cause you know I bought a World and Vision shirt, and I'm like, dang, I like the way that the letters collide with the logo, how they have the logo and the letters create one logo. That was my main thing. I'm like, I want the letters to create one logo. I don't want it to be separate letters. So you know, I'm drawing, I'm showing my wife, we wasn't married at that time. I'm showing my wife. I'm just like, check this out, boom, boom, boom. She's like, all right, that's cool. You know, I'm like, that ain't it though. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's not it. I gotta figure it out. I gotta find a way. So I'm just drawing, and then boom, I came up with this logo back here, the J.O.B one. So that was the initial. I'm just like, oh, this is it. This is what I want. This is what I've been looking for. Like, this is how I want it to look. And you know, I put all the patches and the band-aids and stuff in it like that, because the reason why it looks like that is because you go through so much at a job. That was the whole theme behind the logo behind us, and that's the Truth Hurts logo. This other one right here is the Coin the Phrase logo, and that's the official logo what we're riding with for the rollout of the official release tees, and also the work shirts. But this logo, the Truth Hurts logo, will also be on the work shirts in the front. It'll be embroidered in the front. But back to the story. So boom, I create that logo, boom, and I'm like, okay, this is cool. This is what it is. So you know, I hook up with Fiverr. I go through Fiverr, find me a designer, a person that design the logo, because I just sketched it, I scanned it and sent it over. Boom, can you do this? So the first person I went through, X'd him out. I had to go look for somebody else because it was too boxy looking. So I'm like, man, I wanted to look like how I drew it. That's why it looks like that, because that's exactly how I drew it. So the last person I went to, I just went through two people, and he got it perfect. He like, I showed him the one that the person did up for me. And he like, he's like, that doesn't look nothing like how you drew it. I'm like, yeah, I wanted to look like how I drew it. So he like, all right, I got you. Boom, whipped it up. That was it, final. So, you know, and then I also had Bag. I drew Bag too. I drew him up with the perception of a boss. Like I wanted to do him different. I wanted the bag to have the bag as the head, and then I wanted to have a body like the pinstripe suit, like the typical cartoon boss that you see, the big fat boss with the pinstripe suit with the gold pinky ring, and he's smoking a cigar. That was my idea of having him at first, but then I was like, you know what? That's just gonna take too much. I didn't want it to be too much going on. So I simplified. I just was like, let me just do the bag. I'm gonna give him some, you know, some dollar signs for the eyes with the bloodshot. It's not because he high. It's because he's, you know, he's stressing over money, or he wants money so bad that it makes him look evil. So basically, that's what it is. The cigar in his mouth is not a blunt. It's a cigar. It just symbolizes a boss. Some people might take it the wrong way, so that's why for the rollout, for this official release rollout, I X'd it out. I was like, man, we're not gonna run with bag. I was just like, shit, we just gonna run with the coin the phrase logo, which is an official logo also. These logos are trademarked too, by the way. These logos I went ahead and got them trademarked and everything. So you know, there's nothing that can really come back to bite me on my ass when I'm fully rolling. So like yeah, bag, I dropped bag, and I was like, nah, we ain't gonna do bag. Oh no, but no, I'm sorry, we did do bag. I'm like, we gonna do bag. I put bag on the soft release tees. We put them on the front, and I put Truth Hurts on the back, and the coin the phrase on the back. But that's besides the point. We'll get to that point. But so, you know, I'm getting the logo made. Boom, he made the logos for me. I'm like, cool, like I'm running with that. I gotta check my time. Okay, we good. But I'm like, I'm cool. We running with that. So like, from there, I'm just like, man, I got the logos done. I need to get these shirts, man. I need to get some shirts. So, you know, I'm looking up shirts, you know, doing what I gotta do, looking up the shirts. So I buy like 100 just plain black tees. Cause I'm like, man, I don't want to do white. I want to do black. Black, my favorite color. And I feel like anything on top of black just looks smooth, crisp, clean. Like that's the main reason why our official shirts are black. We're gonna transition to white, but for now, and multiple other colors, but for now, we just going with black. Cause I feel like ideally it's just perfect to stick with one thing first, before I start trying to branch off and do multiple things. So, you know, I bought those shirts. I think I spent like $200 on them, some Gildan shirts. And I'm like, man, I gotta get these pressed up. So it took time, man. It took time. I think I had those shirts for like at least about like 3-4 months before I actually got them pressed up. I found a screen printing company to press them up for me, and they were pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? They just didn't. I feel like they wasn't like. How can I say this? They wasn't like. They wasn't like trying to like hear me out on how I wanted it to look, like for it to be appealing to me, so that I can say like, yeah, this came out exactly how I want it to look. So like these shirts, these soft release tees, it was like when they dropped, I was like, yeah, I got the shirts. I'm like, yeah, they pressed up, cool. Oh, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to roll. But in all actuality, I just was like, dang, this not the color, like this not the green that I wanted. Like it was just too dark of a green. So, you know, I held on to them. As everybody know, if you follow me on social media and whatnot, I put them up on the site, and that was a whole nother thing, creating a site. Like I took some time out to create that site on WordPress, and I learned a lot in the midst of doing that. But I threw them on the site or whatnot, and you know, nobody gravitated towards them. You can't just think that you're just gonna sit something on the internet, on the web, and you just think it's just gonna go, or you just think people you know or whoever is just gonna be like, oh, that's his, and I'm a buy it, like I'm a buy into it. You know, you find that stuff out the hard way, like. So I didn't feel hit about it. I didn't even really get discouraged. I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't really get discouraged because I wasn't expecting for it to just be like boom, like just to go crazy. Like I wasn't expecting that. So, you know, I just was like, cool, like, you know, this not even the official joints. Like I'ma just wait. I'ma just wait and get everything situated on the back end before I just be like, it didn't work out, it didn't go as planned. So like that's why you see me right now doing a whole lot of groundwork, showing y'all exactly like what it takes to actually, you know, get this thing off the ground, because it take a lot. Like this shit ain't easy. Like, and that's why I'm going to the pop up shop. I'm doing the pop up shop. After that, I'm gonna do more groundwork. I'm gonna make flyers. I got the business cards. I'm gonna do anything possible to really get this off the ground. And I think that was my whole thing behind it. Like, I just was like, I just gotta get, I gotta do more work, like, in the field, because going through that and seeing that, like, with those soft release tees, seeing that nobody really bought those, it just showed me, and the people who I was going after was people I know. So it's just like, what I learned from that is you have to go for the unknown, like the people that don't know you, the people that will say, dang, let me check this out, let me see what this about, or I don't know who he is, but he got a story behind this, or because the unknown is going to want to know. You get what I'm saying? Like, people that know you, they just going to be like, oh, that's bro, like, okay, he got that going, cool. But then when they see other people gravitate towards it, people that they don't know who the hell they is, 9 times out of 10, they're going to want to know. They're going to want to know, and then they're going to try to buy into it also, which I'm not mad about that. There's no hard feelings behind that, but I just know that's how the game goes. Like, that's how it goes. So, yeah, like, from there, like, me with the soft release tees, boom, I sat back, I loaded up on the official t-shirts, shopping bags, tags, that's about it. Tags and the little strings for the tags and everything. Like, I just loaded up on all the other merchandise that I was gonna need for the official release, just to get it popping. And like, all in all, I was like, dang, okay, I'm ready to push forward with getting these official tees pressed up, actually brainstorming and seeing how I want it done, and actually moving forward with it. So, like, that's where we at now, like, and that's the backstory behind it. I also put a little mission. I just created a little mission statement, like a little mission statement behind it. Let me read this to y'all real quick. And I feel like this is a awesome philosophy for the brand, and it's relatable in a lot of ways. Like, it's hella relatable. So this is our like our statement, like our kind of like a mission statement type deal for the brand. And I think I'm gonna make some shirts with this on it. So it reads, your lifestyle shouldn't be defined by your job or how much you make. You make the rules and create the opportunities to open the doors to freedom. And that's the truth behind it. Like, only you can open your freedom doors. Like, nobody else can open it for you. I mean, you can have assistance to get to that point, but ultimately nobody can help you get there. Nobody can do it for you. Like, that's impossible. Nobody wants to do anything for nobody unless it's your kid, your child. You know what I'm saying? But like, that's my philosophy behind it. Like, you open your doors to freedom. You don't let a job define you. Like, and I think that's what a lot of us do. We let positions and jobs define us, but you define the job, actually. I mean, cause you're the talent that's sought out. I mean, if they didn't see anything in you, or if you didn't have something that a job initially wanted, then you wouldn't be hired. So, I mean, I think that's the mind state that we all have to be in. We have to know that a job is a stepping stone to get into your ultimate goal, to where you want to be at. And that's what this brand about. That's what this brand is about. It's about grasping your truth and your freedom, and grabbing hold. Most of the time, a job will bait you up and make you feel as if, oh, you'll get this, you'll get that, blase, and this and that, and then when you're there, you're working, you working and shit. It's like all that is forgotten about what they talk to you about in the interview. So like I said, like this brand is just bigger. It's bigger than just the name. It's a lifestyle. Like it's truly a lifestyle. Like that's what I want this. I mean, that's the message that I want to put out. Like that it's a lifestyle. It's not just a brand. You throw on this shirt, you know, these new shirts. You throw on these shirts and feel like just feel you just embrace your freedom. Like that's what it's about. Embracing your freedom. Embrace knowing that, hey, if I got a dream, or if I got a goal that I want to reach, it's possible. And that's what I'm showing and proving, that it's possible to reach your goals, like whatever goal you set in stone. Like, and that was my goal. Like, let me get this off the ground. Now I have more goals that I have to set up, more goals to reach, with broadening and branding this brand and actually getting it out there to the masses. So I got a lot of work to do, yo. Like, I'm proud of myself, you know what I'm saying, and I'm happy that I can actually call myself an owner, um, and have something that I own that I actually can pass down, and that's what this is about: creating generational wealth, um, making sure my last name means something, and when they think of this brand, they'll think of me, and they'll think of this story. They'll think of this story. A young cat, uh, 29 years old, driving a city bus, and he comes up with an idea to create a shirt, a clothing brand, not even just a shirt, a clothing brand, because this is gonna be more than just t-shirts. I mean, this is just the starting point. This is just the beginning, and y'all witnessing it. So, you know, I'm glad that anybody, whoever's watching this, you a part of this, for and it's going to be big. You know why? Because I'm gonna make it big. I'm not gonna sit on my ass. I'm not gonna just leave it up to whatever, just to, or just me thinking that it's just gonna be. No, I'm actually bust my ass. What y'all see now, I'm gonna bust my ass, and I'm gonna get up and go. Uh, like I said, I'm still working right now, but I still get up and go, like, because I have a vision, and I'm gonna make it work. I don't just want it to work. I don't just know that it's gonna work. I'm gonna make it work, and so that's what it takes. Like, it takes that. You gotta have the confidence to actually do what you say or what you believe in. You gotta actually do it. It takes action too. So like I said, a little bit of inspirations come from God is Dope. Not even a little bit, of a mass majority of my inspiration comes from God is Dope and World and Vision. Their story, how they're marketing, uh, the the look that they're putting out there, like, and that's the direction. That's the direction that I want to be in. I want multi-millionaire. Started with $200, with Gildan tees, to building an empire. Yeah. So that's what it is, like, and I appreciate y'all, man. Like, it's gonna be big, man. It's gonna be big. So just stay tuned, man. Stay tuned, man. Just overbroke the brand.